Hey YouTube, it's your girl Jamina Love back with another video. Welcome back, welcome back. I don't know if you can feel the frustration through the screen, but the frustration is real. I am on a different piece of equipment. I'm trying this camera, this whole record through YouTube thing because my phone is just not the business right now. It is giving me so many issues. And it's ridiculous. I know my face doesn't quite match my neck, but that's because I wanted to try some new products with you guys and give you a review, and it just didn't work out. So I'm still going to give a review though. So to review, I was reviewing the Permacon Air MD primer, and it's a blurring primer. Comes in this beautiful compact. I got it on Boxy Pop-Up. It has a full-size mirror. You need the sponge. It definitely does help with the blurring. You basically pat, or you can slide it, but I preferred patting, and it blurred out the skin, and it looks like this, and it's a thick putty, very thick, and it just blurs out the skin. And with that, I used the foundation in golden, which is a little too light for me now, but I wanted to make sure, you know, I gave the foundation a good chance, because when I first was using it, I was using it without the primer, and I would use a lot of foundation, and with the primer I only used 1/2 of the syringe. I used half of the syringe that comes in here, and I wanted to give these $1 billion brushes a fair chance. So I used the angle brush as my stippling to stipple in the foundation and blend it out. I used this powder brush with my loose pigment. I used the highlighter brush as my eyeshadow brush to do my blending. I used the contour brush to bring color under my eye because it's very stiff, and I used the eyeshadow brush to do the shimmers. I used the contour brush to contour my skin, and I must say 4 out of 6 brushes, because it's a dual end brush too. So that would make it, what, 7 brushes total? So 6 out of 7 I really liked. The contour brush, this is not my typical shape for contouring. It helped lay down the product nice and give you a good sharp edge, and especially if you want to clean up, it did that nice. But as far as blending, it wasn't very good for blending the contour. Okay, the next product that I wanted to review with you was, where did it go? It's so tiny. You're gonna be like, what is she looking for that's so tiny? Literally, it's that tiny that I just lost it. Oh my OMG. Oh, there it goes. So here's the box. It wasn't in the box. That's why I was like, it's so tiny. But this is Beauty by Pop Sugar Trio Eyeshadow. And it has the colors underneath. And that's what I have on my my eyes, along with another Pop Sugar. And it comes with a mirror. And it has a blue, it has a brown, and it says this one is matte, but it's not. It's shimmer, and this one's a satin, and then this one is pretty much matte under the eye. So the description is wrong, but the shadows are all okay. And they do blend. They blend nicely, they lay down nicely. And the second part is their Pop Sugar, Beauty by Pop Sugar base. Sorry, I have to find the camera. Base trio. These were on Boxy Pop-Up for like $3 to $6. I believe it was $3 for the eyeshadow, $3 for this, and I got a palette for $6, and they're all Pop Sugar. And this comes with a mirror, and it has your highlight, it has your blush, and it has your bronzer. Now the bronzer is more my foundation shade, so I use that to do as my foundation shade basically, and I use my Faithful Lovecraft Beauty as my bronzer contour because she's faithful. And I did use the highlight. It is very subtle. The blush I really do like. It's very pretty, satiny, but the highlight is very, very muted compared to anything else. So that's the highlight. I'll give you some swatches since I did swatch it in my previous video and it didn't work. But you can see it's kind of matte, so it's not giving off what I like, which is an Oprah highlight. That's the blush, which is just that light blush, natural blush. And the bronze is literally the same color as my skin. So some of my, you can see a little difference, but most of my light sisters, this would be perfect for you as far as the bronzer, but it's perfect for me as a foundation. So that worked out for me. Next, I got this. It's in a this is the box, and it's Beauty by Pop Sugar. It's really pretty. It's vegan, cruelty free. I believe Pop Sugar is a part of Tarte, is what I was told. And this is such a small palette, I swear. Like, that's the way it's set up in the back. It comes, the mirror is the size of the container, the carton, but the palette itself is pretty small, and it's the size of, I mean, it's in my hand. It is misleading, honestly. It is really misleading. If you were to see this on BoxyCharm or on Ulta's website, you would think that this is a really big palette, but honestly, it looks like a kid's palette with a big punch of color. So I use this dark brown to darken up my outer, the turquoise in the center, the gold on my one, right here. This burgundy one is all over my crease. I mean, it pops some good pops of color, and it wasn't bad at all. If you can get your hands on this, I recommend it. It was $6 on Boxy Pop-Up or add-ons, or one of them. I can't remember which one it was, because I told you guys last video that my mom and I were both ordering, and I don't remember what it was, because I know add-ons is coming on July 13th, 14th, along with Choice, but these products were the ones that I ordered. I don't know if it was, I know this was not the same time as the Father's Day, Mother's Day pop-up, so it had to be add-ons. But it's really pretty, and they all, I mean, pigment came through. And that's about it. I just wanted to test this out. Also, give you a follow-up on my health. Today is not my best. I don't know if you can see, and I can see it all over camera and screen and everything. I couldn't get my lashes on. I couldn't stop shaking. I'm shaking, trembling so much all the time now with pain, and it's just what I'm going to have to go through right now. As far as the gabapentin, I'm working that through my system. I started some new topical creams, and hopefully they're not giving me that. I hope that's not what's causing me to have the tremors. But we shall see, because I'm allergic to a lot of things like codeine, lanacine, penicillin. I just have a rough upbringing with that. On my lips, I did a little something different. I'm wearing the Kat Von D Homegirl lipstick, bullet lipstick, as my liner. And then to brighten up my lip, I used the Kat Von D Gel Pot in Torso Gold, and it's not coming off, not at all. I even had a cigarette, and I put the Becca gloss on top, just to try something different, just to see if that would be my new summer go-to or whatever, just to see, because, we gotta try. I love makeup. We love makeup so much. And I miss and love you guys so much. Have a wonderful, blessed, fantastic evening. It is Friday. It is TGI Friday. So y'all go get into bed and pop some popcorn. Welcome the kids. Find something to watch. I'm about to go jump in my bed with my baby. And he's probably going to play his music really, really loud. And I'm going to have to put on my earbuds and watch my Supernatural. I can't deal with his music. His videos have way too much music in it for me. But he's a sweet, sweet bug. That's my bug. And that is about it. My major review was for the brushes. They were $55 in my box of charm. I want to say premium box or luxe box. They're $11 a brush. And that dual-ended brush, we got it in our, no, that's right. This came in the luxe, and the dual-ended brush came in our premium. And everybody was kind of like, this brush is weird. You know, it's got the charcoal infused along with the other guys. And actually it worked. I used this end, the smaller end, to do concealer and also to do powder. So, because the young lady on their Instagram feed showed us how to use it, and she was just using a dry brush, a dry towel to wipe off the cream products and then go in with her powder products. So I used my cream foundation on this end, and I used my cream concealer from It Cosmetics under my eyes, and then I did a little powder, It Cosmetics powder, or no, I used a MAC powder, a MAC finishing powder. I have a sample of it in here. I'm not going to dig it out and mess up my filming, but you know what I mean. It's before quarantine. I went to MAC and got me some MAC samples of powder because I knew I was running out of my setting powders, and now I'm not out of setting powder. I have to just add them all together in the same pot. Alright, so I don't ramble you guys' backsides off. You know, I have to go water my plants before I go lay back down. So that's what my hat's on for. I did have a double headband going on, but I was like going outside, and I do declare this look, you know, even though I was born in the city, I still have my southern roots, you know. And I love you all. Thank you for being busy, my busy bees, keeping life exciting, keeping me going, because that was the first thing that I thought of before the sun goes down. I was like, if I don't put something out, I know that when any of my YouTubers that I love, they pre-record and they don't put something out, I worry about you. And so I don't want you to worry too much about me. I want to keep you posted, keep you translucent, keep it real. And yeah, make sure that you know your girl is here. And if anything ever does happen, you make sure you follow me on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and Influencer. Said that wrong. Influencer. I do update anything that's going on in my life on my Instagram. I do have a lot of my pain and issues behind my makeup. That is just classic me, so don't worry. But if we're in a live or in a premiere with one of my girls, you know, I will let you know how things are going, because that's where we get personal, and that's where it's okay, you know. We don't have to worry about anyone messing with us and being LOL cows or whatever, because I've watched not one but two people that I follow today that are having issues with people making fun of them on Instagram, not Instagram, but on YouTube, or trying to flag them and have their YouTube channels taken off just because we're bold, beautiful, and flawless, you know. We're fabulously flawless, you know, and we're fabulously just out there, you know. I have all of our nicknames, whatever we are. It's nobody's business. If you don't like our videos or our contents, just click out. Why are you so bored? You don't have to come on here and poke fun at us or try to hack us by putting those, if you guys see any of those little vegetables or little icons on your comments that just say wanna be friends, or it's just something really short and quirky, don't touch those. Don't correspond with them. Don't like it. Don't comment back. Don't collect $200. Don't pass go. That is a bot, and it's trying to hack you. and it will hack you. So don't touch those ones that have just that let's be friends or let's collab or, you know, just something of that sense that you know. And if you're not, and they're not public, and you're, you know, you go into their account and they've got no videos and it's just them with thousands and thousands of followers, don't. They're stealing people's YouTube channels. It's not the Dramageddon stuff. These are people just out to get us, period, to steal our YouTube channels, and they don't know we may not be making any money. If we do make a little bit of coin, it goes right back into the channel, or it goes right on our faces to go into the channel. It's not meant for them to try to collect and profit off of, and that's what they're doing. And it's sad, and it's upsetting. It's just, it's mind-boggling to me. But please, keep it sexy. Be kind to each other. If you have an extra sheet, you know, face mask, if you have an extra bit of hand sanitizer, do a good deed this weekend. You know, shop at a small business. Keep the mama and papas alive, because they are struggling the most right now during the coronavirus. The single brands, the charity brands, Black Lives Matter, you know, Tribe, Lash Scoop, Glow Addict, all those have donations. If you're into the makeup, if you want to just go and do something that you know for, without a doubt, that your money and your resources are going to, make a bag lunch. Make 5 bag lunches. Let's challenge each other, because I do this. Make 5 bag lunches in one day and hand them out. You see how much a difference you would make to someone's life. Let the kids write a little note of encouragement in their handwriting, and give it to a veteran. Give it to someone who's panhandling, you know, not, and they say, you know, I'm trying to get something to eat, or would you mind buying me a hamburger or something like that. Go in front of your local stores. There are so many out there that need help and are hungry, need toiletries, they need a face mask to go into some of the stores, to go to the bathroom and to do their hygiene. Take one of your old Ipsy bags and make it into a hygiene bag. Throw in a few of those samples that you know that we get tired of, the little ones, and hand that off to somebody. Put a little bit of smile and love and care in there. Throw some candy, throw some cough drops, a toothbrush, whatever you want. Just take the time. And that's something I really love doing, even prior to this whole Corona thing, is on Saturdays. It's Small Business Saturday. And I just take my small business self, which I have no business to being in anybody's business, right? So that makes me a small business. And I will make 5 bag sandwiches and chips and a bottle of water. And I make sure it's really, really cold. I throw in a few popsicles, and I make sure it's wrapped up in a nice baggie. Get the really big Ziploc baggie from the Dollar Tree, and I put everything in there. And I go to my park next to my house, and I will give them the 5 bag lunches. I wish I could give more, but if you do it every Saturday for every weekend, and you're on a budget, you're not able to do more, then that's fine. God will bless you for what you can do. And that's what basically I live by. That's what my motto is, you know. Whatever I can do, I will do, and God will bless me for it, and He will bless you for it. And I want to thank you for being my hero. Keep me going, keep me inspired. Thank you, Miss Mary Makeup and More, my sister from another mister, who gets me out of bed every day and pushes me with encouragement to get up and at least try to make a video or 2 that I could use, you know, towards, you know, when I'm feeling down. I love you, sis. I really do, and I miss talking to you on the phone, and I hate that I can only be up for so long before I start feeling extremely exhausted or extremely sick lately. But I will be back on my grind. You know, got to get a gangster again. My grandbaby's getting older. She's going to be a year old in September, and she works me out, which I just visit with her, and that's really why I'm down to, I mean, working with grandbabies and not feeling good at the same time does not go hand in hand. But I never let that little girl see me cry. I never let her see me sad. She always brings a smile on my face, and she's always so bubbly, and I love her. I love her. And hey, if you aren't following me on Instagram, you guys should. There is one little thing I want to end this video before I end it and tell you. So last night, I seen that Rich Lux had a Instagram filter, and I used it. And he posted me on his stories. OMG, it is such a big deal. I reposted it on my stories. I posted it on my page. But yes, Rich Lux, I love you so much. You are a doll. I wish I could just put you on the shelf right here, you know, or over here, you know, just keep you and squeeze you and keep you safe. I wish I could have been there with my baseball bat to wail tail on whoever robbed you, you know, because they had no business being in your apartment. And I don't understand why security is just letting people in your apartment complex. You have cameras everywhere and you have security. I just don't get it. And I just don't get it. And I know it's because of these face masks. They think everybody's okay because they got the mask. No. Show ID at the door. But I'm going to end this video because I don't feel so hot. I'm starting to get a little... I love y'all so much. Bye.